The other one became more famous. We're on. We are. I haven't got anything yet. Wait a minute. Thank you, Alex. Thank you very much. Where's the coffee? Ruby. Thank you, hun. How are you? Good? She just went. Thank you, Ruby. First letter tonight. My fiancé is, amongst other things, psychologically stable, my intellectual equal, and a phenomenal sex machine. So why is he writing to us? Guess what his father-in-law's got to say. To the Spanish, Sir Francis Drake was a pirate. To the English, he was a buccaneer. It's really all a matter of where you sit. And the letter writer is sitting on some fences that we'll discuss fairly shortly. There comes a point where she can't presume that I'm going to put her kids above us and our relationship. But he has to, because he's in a relationship with her and they're her kids. He doesn't like it. We'll see what the panellists have got to say. Don't go away. Sweet and sour, 20 seconds. See you soon.
Got a problem, big or small, would a miracle be nice? Our motley crew is back, churning out advice. You might even laugh a bit in the following half hour. Park your backside on the couch, cause baby it's time for Sweet and Sour. Right here on Sweet and Sour. It's time for Sweet and Sour.
Do it anymore. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Sweet and Sour. Lovely to have your company. Gary Mitchell with you for the next half hour. Terrific load of guests for you tonight. First up, His Honour the Mayor is in. How are you, sir?
Hello, Gary. Oh, much better than when I was here
you
last time.
You were under the weather?
Yes, almost at death's door last time, but
now you're
I'm
okay?
ready to go. Absolutely. I'm firing up on all cylinders.
And the much talked about amalgamation of Bayswater and Bassendean?
I believe an announcement will be coming in September.
Ooh.
September. So.
Well, we're almost there.
Yeah, almost there.
Right.
In fact, I'm exclusive to Sweet and Sour. I'm having lunch with the Minister tomorrow. So we get to sit down one-on-one.
What's he going to announce?
I almost swore then. Absolutely nothing.
All right, because by the time this goes to air, it's already been announced, so you can tell him.
Well, this minister's been like
he's not going
to. Or Tweedledum, so, you know, we'll wait for the announcement.
Which minister? What's his name?
She just wants to know if he's spunky or not.
No, but he just said he was Tweedledee or Tweedledum. I was Tweedledum with Disney on Parade.
You were what?
Okay.
Tweedledum with Disney on Parade?
And Mickey Mouse. I was the very first Mickey Mouse ever on the entertainment centre stage. And I fell over. So it was the opening.
Nola.
It was the opening of the
Disney on
entertainment centre, and I
Parade.
had to skip out as Mickey Mouse, Disney on Parade,
Dare
and
I
I
ask
fell
what
over.
year it was? You don't know.
Well, no, I'm 75.
Well, you must have been this big.
Yeah, I was Mickey. I was 16. I was Mickey.
You were 16 and you were Mickey Mouse and you fell over.
So it must have been later than that. 17. When was the entertainment centre?
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I know. With Disney on
We have a
Parade.
star amongst us.
And then I was Tweedledum, upgraded.
Upgraded from Mickey Mouse to Tweedledum. Somebody doesn't get it. Never mind. No wonder she's on the phone now. Hello.
Hello.
You have not been a well little chicken over the last few weeks.
Sick. I was really sick.
Did we almost lose you?
You nearly lost me. I had viral pneumonia. I was in hospital. But I'm really good now.
Any residuals?
A little bit of a cough, so if I cough tonight,
Yeah, you're fine.
sorry.
Do we stand a chance of getting anything
No,
from you?
no, I'm not contagious.
Promise?
No, not anymore.
Because
I'm all
Lukey and I are
good.
going to
No,
just
no,
angle
no,
ourselves
no,
away
I'm
from
good.
you.
I'm all good. I was really contagious.
We had to wear masks.
They
in the
had,
hospital.
yes, she comes.
She said, well, nice to have you back. I'm glad you're feeling better.
No, I'm feeling
And your
much
mum
better.
wasn't too good either.
No, we've all
Oh,
been
Norma.
falling. I know.
All the best, love. She all right now?
Yeah, she's good.
She's good.
She's good.
Lukey, where have you been? What have you done? What's happened, mate? It's been a
What's
while
going on?
since you've been here.
I've been back doing stand-up all around the place. It's been a busy few months, but it's
Terrific.
It's good to be back here.
Good. And now, how are the two Shakespearean characters in your life? Your
My daughters, Verona and Portia, are doing very well.
They're all right? How old are they?
Well, you're going to get me now. Verona is almost 4, Portia's 1.5.
Wow.
So it's really good just to be out of the house, quite frankly. I'm just happy to leave there.
Is that why you've gone back to stand-up?
Pretty much. I walk into a club full of drunk people, I'm like, what is this, a beach? It feels like I'm tanning right now. This is lovely. Just being out of that house is paradise.
Oh, well, I'm glad we could do that for you tonight.
That's good.
Terrific to have you back. All right, here we go.
I just need to say that Mickey Mouse is really real if there's any kids out there listening.
They don't watch this show. It's not their demographic.
Good.
It's all right. And if they are, send them to bed. What are you doing? Do I have to get on with her mum? writes Craig of Rossmoyne in WA. I get on great with the dad, but the mum is a first-class pain in the you-know-where. She's a busybody, speaks rubbish, is demanding, arrogant and know-it-all, and nothing like her gentle, quiet and easy-going daughter. Her dad knows just how much of a pest his wife can be, and he looks at me each time the woman opens her mouth, and it's as though I can read his mind through his eyes telling me, just nod and agree for the sake of peace. My fiancée is, amongst other things, psychologically stable, my intellectual equal and a phenomenal sex machine. We're perfect for one another. Her old man tells me that his wife was similar, but all women turn into that thing that is now his wife. I can't believe that's the case, but if it is, you need to tell me why. What can a bloke do to make sure that doesn't happen? Please, we're going straight to Jono. Not that you'd have much experience in this area, mate.
No.
Tell me, do all women change into something different?
Well, I have no idea, but Craig, my advice would be to you to confront her, to confront the mother-in-law. You know,
and tell her she's a.
Oh, tell her that, you know, whatever's on your mind. Tell her you think she's a bitch or whatever. Just confront her. I'm somebody who's not afraid of a bit of confrontation. I think if you get it out in the open, people know where you stand. You're obviously gonna you know, become closer with one another, because then you'll know that she's annoying the absolute hell out of you.
I think that's a recipe for
disaster.
Well,
I think you need to confront the issue, otherwise it will bug you forever and a day, and maybe just raise it, obviously with your fiancée, that her mother is a tad bit annoying, but I think you need to confront the issue and be head on about it.
Not every daughter turns into their mother, do they?
I had a beautiful mother, so I'm hoping I am like my mother. But she wasn't like that. But then she had a husband that didn't make her like that.
Yeah, that's more the point, isn't it?
So if you're a dominating, chauvinistic, don't listen, you know, we have the children and we stop everything that we do. And even if we're still doing things that we should be doing while we're having the children, we have to our whole lives change, and yours don't. So you have to be very understanding of that. And I do think that if you're with somebody that squashes you and dominates you and doesn't listen to you and doesn't treat you as their intellectual equal and a phenomenal sex machine, you're a bit of a wally, by the way, saying that. But yeah, you can squash a woman and you can kill a spirit, and that's probably, your mother probably is bitter Betty, table for one. Her spirit has probably been squashed. Thank you to her husband.
Are you turning into your mum?
I think I am in many respects, but
that'd
that's
be
not
a wonderful thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's a gorgeous woman.
She is.
Yeah.
Craig.
Sad thing is, I'm turning into my mum too, but never mind. What can you do about that?
Craig, I'm appalled that you would say this thing. How dare you call a human being a thing? That is just disgusting. This woman, I'm with Nola, is probably like she is because she's got a revolting husband. And if you want to know how to stop your wife to be from turning into a thing, don't be a dick.
That's all it takes.
That's it.
A little bit of compassion, understanding, and
Don't be a chauvinistic
Lukey,
pig.
last word to a bloke.
It's tough because I have a mother-in-law. My wife and I have been together for 12 years
You're
now.
on camera.
It's true, and I don't think she's watching, so we can be honest here. My mother-in-law is great, except there's moments where she oversteps the mark. Like she'll be saying stuff. When I was telling my daughter off the other day, she was over, and I said, hey, don't do that. And she goes, no, you've got to smack her. You've got to be up there. And I'm like, I can't bring, and she's like, no, that's the only way. You've got to go. And she's like forcing me into this situation. And then I never hit my children, so I don't know how to do it. I'm worried I'll give it too much pepper, send her through the wall or something. So I'm really stressing out, and I'm eventually just give her, like when sportsmen pat each other on the bum and go, good job, like nice drawing on the wall with permanent marker. Good job, champ, that's great. That's what I ended up doing because she pushed me into that. So my mother-in-law can be difficult, but I find that you've got to make that relationship work because the mother-daughter dynamic is something that's unbreakable. So you have to work on that or your relationship with your fiancé is going to be terrible.
Craig, work on your relationship with your mother-in-law and the one with your future wife. And when we come back, we're talking about file sharing. Is it something we should be doing or something that the government has the right to make illegal? Don't go away. We'll see you soon. Next letter. She wants to clap. I don't know why, but she wants to clap. We've been told we can't clap because it'll ruin the microphones. If you would like to send us a letter to Sweet and Sour, send it to the address that's appearing now on your screen, isn't it? There it is. Letters@sweetandsour.net.au. We've also got our website, which is sweetandsour.net.au. You can even like us on Facebook and send us a tweet if you like. And for everyone that does send us a letter that we discuss on the panel, we're going to send you to the movies, courtesy of dinner. Girls know who we get the movie tickets from now? Natalie Cameron and NRC Communications. Right. And the movie we're sending you to this week, you weren't noticing earlier.
Magic in the Moonlight.
Oh, you were looking. Very good. Magic in the Moonlight, starring
Emma Stone
and
Colin Firth. He's a bad kisser. Nola.
He's a what?
Bad kisser.
He's a bad
he looks
kisser.
like he's a bad on-screen kisser.
No personal experience. He looks like he's a bad kisser.
Yeah, I don't have a personal. I would like to have a personal
experience.
Do you think he's gay, Colin Firth?
No, he didn't tell me.
Dear Mitch and guests, is the government there for big business or for us? Communications Minister Turnbull and Attorney General Brandeis are conspiring as we speak to make file sharing on the internet illegal. The only groups to support the termination of file sharing are the groups who stand to profit by closing it down, and that's big business groups. And they want to call it piracy. Isn't it funny how nobody gives a damn about sharing books or magazines over the internet, which we can all access for nothing if you know how? There are even stations on the internet that pump out the music for nothing, and nobody calls it piracy now, although they did 50 years ago when these stations were called pirate stations by the government of the day. But we got beyond that. Now that big business has got used to the millions that movies and Blu-rays pour into their pockets, they have enough money to lobby the government against free access to all, and sure enough, Turnbull and Brandeis jumped to protect them and disaffect all of us. To the Spanish, Sir Francis Drake was a pirate. To the English, he was a buccaneer who was knighted for his services. In reality, it's all a matter of where you sit. So why would the ministers that we elect sit with big business and not we the people? File sharing makes information in every form available to all equally. Why do these ministers feel the need to adopt a backward step rather than move with the times and attitudes? It comes to us from Brandy of Bondi in New South Wales. Lukey, are you a file sharer?
What? This is going out on TV. I can't talk about that. I think it's funny that they're trying to say like the film studios have influence over the government, and the film studios, it's nothing to do with film studios. The government is just going to do what is best for Gina Reinhardt, and that is it at the end of the day. I don't think that the problem is, though, these file sharing. I think the problem is that they're not making these shows and movies accessible to the general public. So we have things like Netflix in America is huge, and they're blocking it from coming to Australia because it's going to interfere with that Foxtel money, and so they're not allowing people to get it. So then we can't access these great shows like House of Cards and Orange is the New Black, and so people find an alternative method to get it. Yep. If you don't allow them to pay for it and do it legally, they're going to find their own way. That's the bottom line.
It's the way.
It's true.
File sharer?
I am not a file sharer, and I think it should be called stealing.
Oh, you're just with the government.
File sharing. Why should
I bet you your kids wouldn't think that, though.
Hey?
I bet you your kids would think that.
My husband's really anti that. So,
but we are.
So he's probably taught them, and it doesn't mean they don't do it.
That's right.
But I don't actually know if they do. I shouldn't speak on their behalf. Why should you be able to download a movie for free? I mean, if everyone does it, or music, who's going to make? How do they make money?
Well, how do you?
If everyone does.
How do you appreciate art? Usually, it's for free. You go to a museum. Didn't stop the
They
artists of
bought
the day.
They
Didn't
bought
stop
it.
the artists of the day. You go to museums.
If everybody who wants to see a movie
it's not downloaded
it and legal it.
It's not going to stifle art. And guess what? It's coming anyway.
And if the movie's good enough, I'm going to pay to go see it at the cinema.
Well, you are, but there's people that don't.
Yeah, but there's also TV shows they don't make available to Australia.
The models,
That's the only way to get it.
The models are changing.
What about the poor artists, musicians?
Hang on, they don't get money anyway.
Oh, Tom Cruise is begging for money on the streets. He's so hard up.
But the musicians don't get their money from that anyway now.
No,
because it's all about big business.
Yeah.
Big business pockets all of that. They have to go out on the road now.
Well, they do, and that's very true.
Right, so their creativity is not being stifled.
I'm totally against file
Nola?
sharing, stealing.
I don't know. I'm against.
Position.
Yeah, I know. I pay for my music. I teach singing and do all that sort of musical stuff with my students, and have done myself and all that sort of stuff. And I would want people, if I had top records or CDs or whatever, I'd want them to pay for it. But
it's not going to stifle your creativity.
Look, I've got so many people I know that there's these
download
sites
everything.
that get their music for free. I principally don't do it, but they've always got good arguments for me, as you just had then, and I just think it's a personal
attitudes aren't keeping up.
Personal thing.
Technology is way ahead of us. Jono, where do you sit?
Look, I just think, look, you cheap bastard, actually pay for the entertainment you use. I mean, these are artists that actually deserve to be paid for, and also music artists as well. It's a very difficult industry now, but I fully agree that we are robbing the artists of their rightful income, and basically you're going to make it so the industry no longer produces these shows or movies or what have you, because simply it is not going to be viable if we continue just to go along this this road and just illegally download and stream things for free.
That's
we
the
are killing. We are killing the entertainment industry. And look, how about you go?
not.
How about you go to work for a week and we don't pay you for your work, okay? Because you're a cheap bastard and you're stealing, and that's what it is. It's absolute theft, and we're killing the
But
entertainment
nobody's
industry.
going without money because of that. There's not one person who
you're
is
killing,
broke
you're
because of
killing the
this.
music industry.
It's
You're
not
killing
true.
the,
The music industry is thriving more than ever. There is more money that's being spent in music.
Rubbish.
You can try and shout over me. You've got no facts to back this up. You're lying.
Absolutely
Those are
killing the
lies.
industry.
There's no facts whatsoever.
Rubbish.
Not killing the
Rubbish.
industry.
Killing the industry.
More money made in the industry in the last year than
artists
ever
now
before.
have to go out and do self-promotions on clothing, makeup, and what
Yes.
have you, because the sales...
They do that
the
in
music
addition to
sales
Katy
are no
Perry
longer there
made over
because
$40 million
of
last year.
illegal downloads.
No,
it's a
You
lie.
don't ever stop.
Instead of the companies taking them and doing
If
whatever
I
they...
shout, it makes me right. I have no facts to back up what I'm saying.
I have
And
plenty
we've
of
got-
facts, thank you.
And we've
I have
actually
plenty
got to
of facts, thank you
go.
very much.
And the next letter we're talking about, we'll tell you when we come back. See you then.
Oh my.
That was good.
Declare.
We enjoyed that.
Because I think it's time that you write a letter, and then I guess you better tune in to Sweet and Sour for the next half hour.
You picked that. We're on. She's very good with star signs. Hello, Sweet and Sour. I'm in a not-so-new relationship, and all the charade of courting is pretty much over. She's a mum with 2 teenage kids, and I have none. I get the kids, and these are really good kids, have demands. She's a mum with enormous responsibility to their upbringing and well-being. That's both normal and natural. I even find myself looking after them and teaching them, and frankly, I love it. There comes a point, however, where she can't presume that I'm going to put her kids above us and our relationship. I wouldn't even know her kids if I wasn't interested in her. She asked me in the beginning not to put anything above our relationship, and I fully and completely agreed. She, however, will abandon our plans no matter what, just in case the kids may need something or be dropped off here and there. You wouldn't think she has an ex-husband who has custody 40% of the time. It impacts on everything: fitness, health, relaxation, work, holidays, sex, you name it. I feel like my services have been retained to service her kids. I never come first. What can I do to change this? And have I any right to even demand equal consideration? All I want is balance. It's not her fault. It's not her kid's fault. It's hers. Barry of Lower Templestowe in Victoria writes to us. Nola, what do you say to him?
Well, it's very hard. This is a very hard one because she's divorced and she probably feels a little bit of guilt with that, so she's probably over-mothering. We're not sure how old these children are at this particular point. I'm figuring they're living at home still. Look, you do have to put your relationship above and beyond everything, I know, but when you've got children, that mother monster thing is a very hard one to win, you know? Like, you do put them first. You just can't help it. And I sort of don't understand if maybe it's over in his head that he's sort of getting a bit jealous himself.
Getting very niggly, isn't he?
Yeah, and maybe he can't be with this woman because it's a hard one. Mothering is your children do come
Kids
first.
have always got to come first, whether you're there or not. If you put yourself in, well, my view is if you put yourself in a position of carer,
yeah, when they leave
just
home,
make a decision.
When they leave home,
kids first,
yeah,
and have fun with it.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, and when they leave home, then it'll be a whole different ball game. But
yeah,
while
they'll
they're
love you
under
for
her
it.
care,
They'll love you for
they
it.
have to come
Jono?
first.
Yeah, Barry, look, you know, the saying is blood is thicker than water, and it always will be. I think you obviously knew prior to getting into the relationship that she obviously had children before getting involved with her, and you've got to have an understanding that they're absolutely going to be her first and paramount concerns.
No matter what she says.
Absolutely no matter what. I mean, obviously you can raise it with her and say, look, maybe one weekend or maybe one weekend a month we need to look at obviously trying to get the kids to the grandparents or something like that so we can get away and just be together. Exactly, or whatever it may be. But I just think, Barry, you have to be understanding blood is absolutely thicker than water.
Simple as that. Lukey? Father of two?
Yeah, I think that this guy is just a bit of a walkover. And what you really got to do is you got to assert yourself in that relationship. You got to look her right in the eye and you say, I am the man, you are the woman, and you will do as you're told. And just in case my wife is watching, that was totally a joke and I hate sleeping on the couch. Hate it. Hate it.
All right, last word to a woman.
Oh, look, Barry. You know, they're teenagers. They'll be gone soon, or they'll have their life. They'll be driving themselves, and just put up with it. She's never going to put you above her children. So, Barry, just get over yourself. A couple of years, and they'll be, you know, they won't want to be with you or her. So,
You know what? I've just thought... Your solution is going and making space for that woman. Look after the kids, set them up right, do a deal with the ex-husband, say, OK, the kid's OK. You can go to her and say, they're OK, I've looked after it, you've got peace of mind, let's go out and have a night out.
It lets me know that that woman will never let him down either.
Yeah,
because,
that's
you know,
right.
there are women that do not look after their children and do leave them and don't mother them properly, and this woman has all the right values, and he will benefit from that in the long run.
Do you like this letter to give away the pair of limited
No, I
edition
like it when
sandals?
they were fighting. Man, that was good.
Yeah.
I don't know if we want to send the guy from the second letter of the movies. He'll probably just download it.
Brandy.
It's sunglasses.
Okay. Brandy of Bond. Brandy, I think, is not a man, it's a woman.
I think
It's a woman. We're going to send out to Brandy of Bondi, New South Wales, a pair of limited edition sunnies.
She can just download them. She doesn't
Courtesy
need
of a long
sunglasses.
cruise. She doesn't care.
I
Well,
so thought that was a man writing that letter.
Brandy.
No, but I know the name's not, but the letter sounded like it was a man.
Well, it might be a man.
A man's letter.
Changed his name to Brandy. I don't know.
Or Brandy can just go into a shop and steal them.
So,
exactly right.
So you're going to have some news for us next time you're on the show?
I will do indeed.
About
yes,
the
yes.
amalgamation,
About the amalgamation, how it's going to
and
happen and when it's going to happen.
how we vote for you and all that sort of thing.
Oh, well, yes, hopefully, yes.
What are you doing between now and the next time you come on the show?
I just got a new grandson.
Oh, beautiful.
And they've moved back over from
Congratulations.
Sydney. My daughter was in Sydney.
Oh, you got babysitting duties.
They're living with me at the moment till they settle in their house.
Oh, you got
I
more
am
than
very
that.
busy with this new little 4-week-old Bodie.
Oh, wow.
And my 2-year-old.
In your house?
In my house at
You're
the
not
moment.
sleeping?
No, I'm not sleeping. That's exactly right.
Oh,
But I'm loving it. I love the
good to have you on the show. You're not going to get sick between now and the next time you come
I'm
in.
going to focus on my health. That's
Good
what
girl.
I'm going to do between now and the next time
I'm going to do the
I come
same
back on.
thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
All right, I'll check your eyes, you check my eyes next time you're on the show, all right? Okay. And don't have a close look, please. Lukey?
I have an announcement. I also have another baby on the way, but I hope my wife doesn't find out because I will be screwed. So let's just get that on the lowdown, all right?
You got me. I fell right into that. I fell right into that. And I
did we all.
clapped.
Terrific to
yeah.
have them all on the show. Thank our crew as well, and thanks for having us at home tonight, Australia. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, mate.